And Shelina Simon.
In this video, me and my colleague will be discussing about the topic of being a lesbian. I have some few questions that I will ask Selena and we'll see what she has to say.
We will be discussing about one of the issues that is affecting individual psychologically. So the topic will be being a lesbian. Being a lesbian, it is not commonly practiced in Papua New Guinea, but it is practiced and legalized in some countries in the world, like South Africa, Spain, and other countries. So it is not commonly practiced in Papua New Guinea. So our discussion will mainly focus on how does a lesbian be affected in the teaching and learning environment, and the other one is what are the benefits and challenges for me or my students, and the other one is as a teacher, how will you treat your students, or how will we as a teacher we will treat our students in our class if we identify such students in our class. So yeah, these are some of the points that we will be discussing.
So what is lesbian?
So basically there are various different definitions to that, but one simple one is lesbian is the sexual and romantic desire between a woman, or we can say that a strong desire between two women to have an affair or intimate relationship. Yeah, that's the simple definition that I can give.
So are there any types of lesbian?
And there are various types of lesbians, so each types have their unique identities and characteristics. So the first one is butch, and this is it is often characterized by more masculine appearance and masculine appearance. So these are like male type of lesbian, yes. And the other one is femme. It is a gay woman or a woman who behaves in a traditional female way. So femme is the opposite of bitch. So femme is a woman type of lesbian. And the other one is lipstick lesbian. This type of lesbian is a woman who temporarily show romantic or sexual interest in other women to basically to impress another man. So they want to get other men's attention. So the other type of lesbian is the activist lesbian. This type of lesbian, they engage in social justice issues, particularly those affecting the LGBTQ community. Yeah.
So are there any cause of lesbian that will affect lesbians?
Okay, there is no particular or there is no definite answer to that. To what causes lesbianism, but according to the research, they suggest that sexual orientation is likely caused partly by biological factors that start before birth. So you probably started to become aware of who you are attracted to at a very young age. So this doesn't mean that you had like a sexual feeling or something like that, but it's just that you could identify people you found attractive or like at a very young age. So basically there is no cause of how to be, being a lesbian doesn't have a specific cause, but it is a biological factor.
As a teacher, how does lesbian be affected in the teaching environment or learning environment?
Yeah, okay. How do these things be affected in the teaching and learning environment? So they may experience some negative impact due to discrimination, bullying, and lack of support which may lead to being psychologically, they will be psychologically affected and may face difficulties in their education. This is one of the factors that the lesbian students or the LGBTQ are currently facing in the schools and the communities.
What are the benefits and challenges for the lesbian or my students?
You mean if your students is a lesbian,
Yes,
like what are the
if my
challenges
student
that you
is.
Okay, so lesbians, one of the point is lesbian students need more help and support as much as normal students, as we all know. So all students benefit from learning in the classroom that is founded on equality and respect. So as a teacher, you should base on these core values and support learning despite of their gender. Alright, to conclude it, lesbian is a romantic desire between two men to have an affair or intimate relationship. There are different types of lesbian that we need to identify their characteristics in order for us to easily be aware if we see such behavior. So lesbian is caused by both genetic and environmental influences. Some studies suggest possible genetic components, while other point to hormonal and development influences. So this doesn't mean that you have sexual feelings. It's just that you can identify people you found attractive or like. No. Sometimes some women identify themselves as such, but are afraid to expose their feelings and identify their identity because of the society and environment they live in. For instance, in Papua New Guinea, most communities and in Papua New Guinea they don't encourage such LGBTQ or lesbian, bisexual, transgender, and queer. So most women who are this type, but they keep it to themselves. In school, such people are easily targeted for discrimination and stereotyping, which leads to low self-esteem and feeling neglected, and in some cases, suicidal. In schools, lesbian students need to be identified, but with confidentiality. With the support and help of teachers in promoting equality and respect for individual students, they will encourage and motivate them to strive. So, with that, thank you very much for watching.